welcome back to Oakley Hour and new build day. And today we have the Century Ferris Wheel. Saw this and it's not like I've seen it a lot because I really haven't, but I did see it and was thinking this looks really cool. It would go great with the rest of my fairground type of attractions, although most of my fairground ones are Roker, and this one is not. This is, doesn't really say, Century Ferris Wheel 3D assembly wooden model is what we have. Just got a little bit battered. And let's see if we can find out anything about it. It's only a difficulty of 2. Assembly time 4 to 6 hours. So let's see how that goes. And it says, that's it, this says exactly the same, but on the back it says it has a mechanical rotation, 3-mode touch switch, sweet, manual assembly, and brand is, what is that, Timori. There you go, Timori is the brand. Okay, so let's see what we have. How is this coming out? It's a push. Yes. How awesome. Got to always love new build days. Huh? Alright, so it comes with a wire. That's pretty unusual. I'm pretty sure I haven't received one with a wire before. Maybe I have. My thought process is off. So what do we have? We have some sticker tapes, we have some wax, we have our screwdriver, we also have some, looks almost like a ball bearing, but it's white plastic and it's not rounded up top, but it's not rounded all the way. I'm sure that's for some sort of joint or something there. Then we have our motor, and likewise looks like 3. And we have our switchboard also. So that's kind of cool. Put all that back together. With our token screwdriver, probably not get used. Then we have our book, black and white. We'll get to that in a moment. And then we have our cardboard pieces. Okay. And they are push out, you don't have to cut them. Same with, this is stickers, I think this is stickers, let me see. Yep, and they are lined up, always important. So I got a page and a bit of stickers. Alrighty, then we have our wooden pieces, and we have, oh, okay, how cute is that? I don't know what this is, whether it's a sticker or if it's to wrap around it or if it was meant to go around the box. Possible it was around the box that was taken off because of, does it fit around the box? Possible that it was around the box and was taken out because of glue, because they, a lot of places can't transport glue. So let's have a look. Let me put these in the box straight. I'm not sure about this. It's a weird type of, doesn't feel particularly like paper. It's got a shiny back to it as well. Don't know. I do not know. Right. Let's see what we got. So board wise, I'm expecting quite a few colourful pieces. And I'm very pleased they are, because I bought that Tempered Bolded ones and I was expecting colour and I didn't end up with colour at all. But this one I was very much hoping. Oh, okay, got a big wheel. I wanted to jump out at me and say hello. These are obviously the spokes for the big wheel, so, and maybe the carts for it as well. So it goes there. And the other side of it, one would assume. Little sign saying dreams, how cute. I reckon that's going to be some sort of tool. Okay. And it's painted on both sides. And Got this. Oh, it fell out. That's fine. I'd rather them fall out than break them. Got some bits in the middle. This wants to fall out too. Very colourful. This says theme park. Looks like one's missing, doesn't it? So hopefully we'll come across that. Or there's a spare if there isn't one, because it looks like it did have one. Then we have balloons. How cute is that? It's really cute. And this just fell out of this one too. I'm not sure where this one came from either. Doesn't look like one of these pieces. Okay. I'll get a little box to put this stuff in. Little curtains. And a big one which probably have the wheel in it. Oh, I see. One of these has that in. And then this one has the other one. So that one piece back here looks like it might be an issue. It looks like, oh, sorry, it's windy, so it's blowing everything. See, this definitely looks like I've lost one somewhere. So I will check how many F3s I've got. 3, 6, 7 altogether, and see how many we need. Otherwise that's a problem. Because I don't think it was in the box, but I'll check the box as well. And the plastic. No, it's not in the plastic. Okay, got a couple of little loose pieces here as well that I'll put in the box. Just checking the box again in case that piece has fallen out, but I'm not seeing it. Hopefully we only need 7 F3s. Let's go with that. I don't know. How exciting. Be nice. I don't know how long it's going to take. And they say 4 to 6 hours. I don't know. Alright, instructions, DIY. Very black and white. So, and we have how many pages? 34. They do others in the range. They do a cuckoo house, magic ring house, bear bakery factory, Century Ferris Wheel. That's one we're doing. So if I like this one and these are colourful, that would be really cool to do, wouldn't it? Maybe I would consider it. Even the cuckoo house. My sister loves clocks more than me. So let's see how this works. Right, 34 pages. It's not terrible. Okay, so, yep. I can't speak that, so that's what we have writing wise. I hope it hasn't been blurry all the time. I just noticed it was blurry then. Oh, it has English, okay. What if the part's broken? And then it's got all our parts. And also about how to connect the electronics. It was push to play, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was push to play. Yep, nice and easy then. So we don't need to worry. My friend really is coming in. And this is how we start. I'm going to look to see if that part's going to be a problem with it. Only it looks like one is definitely out, whether that's going to be an issue or not. So I will have a look. Anyway, what is this in? It could very well be in very small steps. Yep, it's in steps, guys, so that's how we'll be working it. So it has in total, how many steps? 77. So it's going to be very similar to the cathedral one. Had a lot of very, very small steps. So we will go along with that. All right, I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, so the first thing it says to do is check the electrics. So let's turn the page back. I'd moved on, I'd pulled some pieces and got some repetitive stuff to begin with, is all I'm going with. So let me get this plugged in. I hadn't got that far in my little head. Ooh. But I do happen to have one right here. We'll use their wire. I have another one on. Around my coffee cup. Okay, so we have our circuit board here, and you want it facing this way. It has a touch switch, the little Ferris wheel on the back here. Let me see if I can zoom you in. There we go. It's a bit better, isn't it? Alright, so So first things first, we have this switch, which is going to have the mains on it, which is going to go in. Oh, they all have caps. Okay, take your caps off. And these are all push to fit, which is lovely. And I think we can probably leave it all connected. So with the touch switch going that side, we are putting in this piece in here, and you can tell which way it is. It's probably going to be difficult to see from here, but on the top of it, it has a, you could just about see it has a little ridge like running down the back of it. You can just about see it there. That one, then if you look at the electrics, it has like a nodule, an indent in this end, so that is where your line is going to go. So just push them in. If you want to take them out, you just squeeze them together on the sides. Don't pull the wires, on the sides, and you can give them a little wiggle and a small tug, but not touching the wires. So, but we can't test them with them out, so that's where this one goes, and that's going to hold our mains. Okay, and there's three touches on this that we can use. Our lights will go in next, so again checking which way. This one's a little bit different, so what I'm going to do is, I can see here towards this end is where the holes are, and then it goes in this one, and you can see that the spokes are closer to this side, so we want to make sure that goes in this way. And go careful with your circuit board, don't press too hard, you don't want to break it. I think they're generally not terrible, to be honest with you. So let's get that in if I can. This one's a little bit more, doesn't really want to play. Really doesn't want to play. These wires have got a little mind onto their own. Let's see if we can do it like that. Gosh. Keep checking myself. It's a little tricky, but it's only a very small one. It's very tight fit, and I did not find that missing piece, and yes, we do need it, so technically I could send this back, but I rather fancy it and I think we can get away with it. Next, turn it back around, we are going to put the motor in this far one, and this one has the latch on the top, so, and up here too, so it makes that one nice and easy. And then this one is our speaker, and it's inside a piece of cardboard to protect it to some extent. It does give you a warning not to hold this up to your ear. And this one I'm going to, again, a bit similar to the other one, look where the pins are, rather than it doesn't really have the thing on the back. And hope that I can get it in enough. And that one's in. So just push them down. This one still looks like it's a little out. Not the easiest. Alright, so those are all in, and now it wants us to test it. So let's plug this bit in and touch the sensor. Okay, can you hear? Okay, the speakers work. So the first touch is full on. And I can see that this is going round. I think you can see that just about. We can see the lights are working and hear the speaker. This one, touch again, should be to silent. Am I touching it in the wrong place? So yes, this still goes round, the lights are still on, and then third touch is off. So we are comfortable with that. Let's now we'll unplug it. It really wanted to go, didn't it? So I'm not taking any of those out and putting on the protective covers. I think they'd be fine. with it like that. We know it works. I'll keep that wire to hand. Right, now we're on to some very repetitive stuff. Now I haven't got a board down because I don't know if these are just going to be pushed to fit or if we are indeed going to have to glue them, so we will find out. So let's split up all our pieces. So we make 5 of the same, and then we repeat this process with the other pot here, which is almost identical, but these are called A and those are called B. I'm not sure what the difference is. No doubt we will find out. So we just want to separate the pieces out. There's 2 sizes of these doors. There's the bigger one here and there's the smaller one, and they do have different numbers on the sheet, so you can see that there's quite the difference here. So they do have numbers on the sheet, so just want to put them all together, which one goes where, small, large. So I have to do this twice. Oh, I mixed in a large one over there, don't want to do that. And all small, so there's going to be more small than there are large. Small, too large, one with few, large, and basically we're just getting these ready to go so we know where everything is. And this is after we've made 5 of them, so we do this small part first. And 2 small ones, lots of small ones, and there. Alright, so turn the page. So we test the electrics. Now we're actually on step 1, and you take your A2 and make sure that your arrow is situated away from you. Trying to see, it's got kind of lots of arrows going. Oh, I see. Okay, so you have a bigger one. First one to go in with the pattern down goes not where that arrow, yep, it goes where the arrow is, with the decorative side pointed outwards. So it's a little loose, but I don't think it's terribly loose. So we are starting here, then we go with the small one. Oop. Okay, push it down like that. So I'm just going to go round basically, just making sure that this is right. Yeah, looks it. So then we have another small one, so just make sure your windows are the right way up, and after that small one then we have a bigger one, so it's almost opposite the other one, and then 2 small ones are left, and we do that 5 times. So I'm not going to bore you with that, but I am curious as to what the difference is between this set. These are all called A then, and what the difference is between this set and the other. Oh, it's got decorative on both sides, by the way. And then what we do as step 2 is put one of these on top. So I can't see this particularly being easy, but it will secure it. So you want the bigger one into the ends here, the little ends, and the smaller ones going around, basically. Let me get my hook that I just got rid of. So I just line them up. Oh, had it in and then I moved it. So I'll make one and then repeat it 5 times rather than you watching it 5 times. So get to that stage, and then step 3 is putting this little one in. So which way is the arrow? Does it matter at this point? I don't really think it does. I can't see where the arrow even is on it. So let's put it that way. goes in like so. Does this go in first? It does go in first. It's quite the tight fit. Maybe it goes that way. Okay, so have it facing. This is where your arrow is, so it's facing alongside the arrow. That makes much more sense. And then this one goes across it into those other two holes. I was trying to do it very different to that. And that is step 3. And then we repeat that 4 more times so that we end up with 5 of these. And these are then called A. Quite a tight fit. Haven't really needed any glue so far, but how cute is that? What a start. It's really quite cute, isn't it? Maybe they're the Ferris wheel carts, do you think? Maybe. Alright, let me repeat that 4 more times. Okay, A is made. It was rather tedious. Going to go there. And now we have to do all the same. So that's steps 1 to 3, by the way, to get all 5. Now we have to do the same to these ones. And are they the same? I think they're a little bigger, maybe. I should have measured it before I'll tell you what, I'll be able to measure the bottom. Well, the bottom's the same. It's probably the same then. Okay, so now I have to repeat it exactly the same as what we just did. And those are A, and these will become B. Like I said, it's possible that these are a little bit bigger. I can't, unless I take one off. They're on quite well. No, I think they're the same. So I don't know why they just don't get you to make 10 all at once, unless they can't fit them all on the same board, so they just want different board numbers. Right, I will get and do the next 5 done. Okay, bye. Okay, and that's B. Alright, so in total doing A and B, it probably took about an hour for anyone who wants to know how long it took. Just make sure that everything's pressed down as far as you can. Like this one needs a bit more. And the windows are all facing the right way, and you have the red showing at the bottom. So this is B. So that was step 4, 5 and 6 in there. And we are going to go to 7, which is on A, which is a sticker. And so we are going to peel our sticker and wrap it around, like so it says. And then I guess overlap it. Yeah, and overlap the one edge, so it should line up with the beams underneath. And this is step 7 for A. Oh, we will do A first then. Okay, we are going to do the same for B, I'm pretty sure, but we're dealing with A for the moment. So I'm just going to go ahead do another one of those. So put it over. We'll make sure it's lined up with the beams. And then cross over your stickers on the end so it looks like a single one. That one didn't go on as well as the first one. Okay, we can do this, right? We'll just do it together. And I'm guessing so you don't see any blue, because I saw blue there. Okay. And we do something else to them all. So, like I say, just make sure that they are lined up with your wood pieces. I don't think that's very lined up. Okay. Kind of cool having stickers for this. So far for this model there's no glue required, which is always nice. And just make sure none of your blue shows underneath. I think that's the trick that they want. And we're going to repeat all this, by the way, with what they call B. But we will do A and follow their instructions before we start on B. And I'll do B off camera. So this is A. That's showing a little bit of blue there. There we go. Alright, so that's A. And step 7. So step 8 is take L1. And we are going to repeat this to all of them as well. And we are going tiny little strip, stick it as well around the bottom. Make sure your windows are all the right way up. Did I say that already? Can't remember. So before you start putting your stickers on, just make sure that they are all the way up, and there's going to be an overlap on this, which will be fine. If you can line it up, it'll be fine. If you can line it up, it'll be fine. There we go. And this we do now 5 times. Okay, so then we repeat everything like that. Step 9 is putting the collars on the roof, and step 10 is putting these strips around. So let me go and do those. Okay, and B is also done. I only had hassle with one, and I think it's because if you don't get this little top on right, like the overlap's not quite right or something, then it causes a little bit more hassle putting this on, but it wasn't terrible. And there we have B. So now we move on. So let me get my tape, because I don't think it's going to matter, but just in case, that said, I don't think I've got a pen near me. Oh, I could use a marker. Oh, that's a white one. It's not going to help anything, is it? Nope, I'll get a pen. Okay, the next part's to put the Ferris wheel together, which I don't think is particularly going to take long. However, I got off to this a really late start today, and if I'm going to put something up so you know what is going down tomorrow, I should probably do that. And then, excuse me, then tomorrow we can get this Ferris wheel on, and it won't matter what the carts are, whether they're A or B. So first things being, we are making a little tool, which I am going to do now because it's glued on, and I want it to have a chance to take. So I'm just going to leave that overnight, and then tomorrow I can get on nice and early and get quite a lot of this done. So this is a part of step 11, so I'm going to call it there, like I say, but we've still done quite a lot today, so I'm going to pop this to one side because we're not touching it. I'm going to be dealing with these tiny little rivets, by the way, but I want to make sure that this is considered a tool. It took me forever to work out this, is considered a tool. It took me forever to work out what the heck they were talking about. I was looking for 10 of them or something. So what we've done today is, obviously we've unboxed. We have prepared all our little carts ready for the Ferris wheel. So good news, we have 10 of them. So it's kind of rather cute, aren't they? And just put them all in. But that is all we've done. So I apologise that it's a really short video. I know it's only like half an hour or so I apologise about that. But I think it's better that I get to it fresh tomorrow, where it hasn't been quite as a busy day today. It's been really busy. Alrighty guys, so any comments are more than welcome. I will get back to you. I'm really looking forward to doing this. I think it looks so awesome. I love the colours already and how beautiful they look. So any thoughts? You know, express them. More than happy to hear them. Anyway, do like and subscribe if you haven't already, but most of all, take care of yourselves, and I appreciate every single one of you. Take care guys. Bye bye.